Hi, this is Rob Farrell from the Digital Marketing Institute. In today's session, we're going to talk about some trends in digital marketing for 2016 and 2017. Now, digital marketing can change at such a rapid rate, so it's important to find out what's going on and what could be coming down the horizon. I've selected some of the key trends to make up the agenda for today. They include love your data, in-store marketing, video marketing, programmatic advertising, personalization, native content, mobile marketing, Google's updates, and let's get real, from virtual reality, augmented reality, and 360 video. So let's take a look at them in more detail. When it comes to love your data or data management, we can see that optimization and the best use of data is very important for all marketing professionals. Optimization in terms of doing your job correctly and better, but also measurement and reporting on the data for your senior managers to show them that you're doing a good job. Now, we can see that as marketing professionals, we can't rely on instinct. We need to be testing and using analytics, and this is the value of data. We need to learn to love our AdWords reports, our Facebook insights, Google Analytics, and any other source of data we can get about our business, our operations, and our customers. 70% of companies are still not collecting data about their social media channels. According to the DMA, social media will grow to 24% of marketing budgets within the next 5 years, showing the importance of measuring our social media channels. Again, according to DMA, they said that there'll be a 30% of executives saying there's a lack of skills and a lack of human resources that's holding them back in terms of improving their data quality and using their data more effectively to achieve their business results. What do you need to do to love your data? Well, first of all, have a good data infrastructure. When speaking with many marketing professionals in the industry, I've also seen that they set up internal data councils who are responsible for leading campaigns within the business, both to improve the data collected and improve its usage in terms of reporting and its distribution throughout the organization to change and improve how the business is run. Also, it's important to have the right talent or the right skill for the data. This means that you may need to hire in data specialists or data scientists, or train up your existing staff where possible. Let's take a look at the next trend, and this is in-store marketing, which is marketing to consumers within your stores. Here we have the opportunity to provide relevant offers to customers, for example, directly to their smartphones when they're in store. According to research, 80% of millennials are using their smartphones in store. 74% of millennials are willing to receive location-based mobile adverts. So, for example, let's say, for example, you're a large retailer and you're rewarding your customers who've downloaded your apps. They come into your store and now you're able to calculate their location using iBeacons and send them a notification about special offers or new products in the particular areas of the store as they walk around. If you also have an e-commerce platform, you can mine their previous data to find out products that they've purchased and then advertise in store to them about products that they may like based on their own customer patterns or previous patterns from other customers. Let's now take a look at another trend, and this is the rise of video marketing. Now, this is something that's been discussed for the last number of years, and it's only going to continue to grow. Over half of organizations include video in their content marketing plan, according to Axon in 2013. By 2017, video will account for approximately 69% of all customer internet traffic, according to Cisco. From research from Axon, they found that 70% of audiences view brands more positively after watching interesting video content from those brands. Finally, Nielsen claims that approximately 64% of marketers expect video to dominate their content strategies in the near future. How can you learn to get in with video? Well, there are multiple different options for you. For example, you could do live video such as Google Hangouts, Facebook Live, or other live platforms. You could also then do recorded videos or mixes of both. For example, some online marketing influencers will shoot a video on camera, but they will also be taking snippets of that recording session and posting it live to their Facebook accounts, giving a blend between the live and the recorded. You could also host webinars. You could also use live streaming platforms like Facebook Live or Periscope. We can see that recently LinkedIn have also got into video, as they are allowing 30-second short-form video to be hosted natively within the newsfeed. Currently, they've rolled this out to 500 of their top influencers. We can also see that you can get into video with Snapchat Stories. Let's now take a look at programmatic advertising. Programmatic advertising now represents a large portion of the overall advertising market. It's growing faster than content for audience-based advertising, and it's capturing 50% of all spending in display advertising. Mobile programmatic advertising spend is also increasing dramatically, moving from 43% of total programmatic spend in 2014 to 69% in 2016. Let's now take a look at cross-device usage. Let's say, for example, you're sitting in your office right now. Are you using a laptop? Perhaps then you move in your chair and you're going to be using your smartphone. This evening when you go home, you're going to be using your tablet and maybe even using a smart TV or perhaps your own personal laptop. In one day, you're using multiple different devices. We need to understand that this is exactly what our customers and audiences are doing. It's one user with several devices. According to the DMA, the average customer is now connected through 5 addressable devices. This creates opportunities and challenges in terms of user experience, targeting, content creation for the right platform. According to research, 4 out of 5 Americans carry a smartphone with them every single day, or 3 out of 5 globally. We can see the need for both good mobile user experience, but also for content that's tailored towards that mobile experience, that's quick, easy, and relevant for the mobile audience to read. DMA's projects that by 2016, 1 out of 4 US customers will be using a wearable device. Now it's already 2016, so let's take a look and see what can happen in the future. We can already see that Kickstarter funding is being awarded to multiple different wearable technologies, and we can see that they are rising in terms of the availability, the lowering of cost, and the collaboration or integration that wearables are having with other devices such as your smartphones. It's fair to say that at the moment, wearables have still yet to hit a full mainstream status throughout society, but there are still marketing opportunities on the horizon for the years ahead. Let's now take a look at the next trend. This is personalization. 74% of online customers get frustrated with websites when the content that they see on the page has nothing to do with their interests or what they're searching for. We can see here that a one-size-fits-all for marketing and content is just not working. We need to be personalizing our content, not just to our audiences, not just to the device they're using, but also to the stage that they're at in their buyer journey. It's important that even with email campaigns, we're doing more than just adding in customized fields such as the person's name, the company name, their location, or even dynamic ads within AdWords campaigns themselves. We need to also be using a smart CRM tool to be able to send communications to the right audiences at the right time with the right content, all based on data that we spoke about earlier on. For example, a car company ran a retargeting campaign to its users who watched particular videos about how to install brake pads. Once they ran the remarketing campaign to these customers, they saw a dramatic rise in sales for their brake pads. What was the rationale here? Well, they had lower sales of brake pads because customers were not confident in installing the pads themselves. So content was created to target those customers and instruct them on how to do so, giving them the tools essentially to be able to use the product. Once doing so, they knew how to install brake pads, and they were given links to remarketing campaigns back to dedicated landing pages for brake pads. Now that they knew how to install them, they were ready to purchase. Let's also take a look at another trend. This is native content. According to Business Intelligence, native content is growing massively. It was worth $4.7 billion in 2013 and is estimated to be worth approximately $17.5 billion in 2017, an absolutely massive growth in a short space of time. We can see that the reasons include the challenges faced by traditional online advertising in terms of viewability, measurability, and the rise of ad blocking. Constantly, advertisers must improve their own ads to be less intrusive, to give a better user experience, and to be more relevant to the audiences. But as I mentioned, audiences are using ad blocking technology. So this is helping give rise to native content within websites. So we can expect to see a lot more native content in different websites. You can spot it by taking a look at small messages within the content, such as brought to you by X, Y, and Z company, or sponsored by X, Y, and Z company. We can almost see this as a modern form of product placement or endorsement within blog content. The next area we're going to talk about is mobile marketing. Since the release of its mobile-friendly update in 2015, Google considers that mobile optimization is a key ranking factor. Now, Google recommend that we have a responsive web design or a responsive mobile site for our mobile users, because the content on the website will automatically adapt to various different screen sizes, whether it be a mobile device, a tablet, or a different type of screen size. The same HTML and URLs are used across the different site sizes, so it's better for indexing. Let's also now take a look at some of the recent changes that came from Google, because the updates released from Google are being released across the networks this year, next year, and will have implications for digital marketing professionals well into the future. I refer to Google's Performance Summit from May 2016. They said that they will have a phased release across 2016 and 2017 for a number of different changes, such as extended text ads. AdWords will have a newer interface. AdWords will also be positioned as a mobile-first advertising platform. And we can also see changes to Google Analytics in terms of its interface and better report building options. So this brings us to the last trend, and I call it Let's Get Real. In this session, we take a look at VR, virtual reality, AR, augmented reality, and 360 video. So there have been some great campaigns over the last number of years using both VR, AR, and 360 video from big companies such as McDonald's, Coca-Cola, Topshop, and Volvo. We can see that the adoption of these different platforms has been used across various different sectors and various different brands. But still, many organizations are watching. They're waiting to see what happens. They may be trialing out virtual reality, for example, on a small scale, but they have yet to figure out how to use this effectively. So there is some caution among marketing professionals, particularly because of the failure of previous technologies in the past, such as Google Glass or even QR codes. We can also see that when we look at the Gartner hype cycle, Gartner expect that virtual reality will not hit a mass market appeal for at least the next 5 to 10 years. But when we do take a look at the current market, we've seen massive developments in terms of virtual reality, augmented reality, and 360 videos. So let's take a quick look at what we covered today. Well, I mentioned to you the importance of loving your data, also the opportunities for in-store marketing, and the importance of using video as part of your content marketing strategy. I mentioned changes in terms of programmatic advertising and personalization. We also looked at native content and the importance of mobile marketing. We can already see that there are updates being released from Google, which will continue to be released, and I've closed off with Let's Get Real, which is virtual reality, augmented reality, and 360 video. To find out more about digital marketing, why not check out our blog on the Digital Marketing Institute's website, or follow us on Twitter for more information. You can use the handle @DMI Group. I hope you've enjoyed today's session, and I'll see you on the next one.